Hello, everyone. My name is Forex Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another Dev Diary delay announcement. I don't even know if I've done one of these in a while, but we're talking about the CK3 Dev Diary situation, possible hints of a DLC, and also a big poll I did where at least I think 100 of you responded about your DLC once, and I wanted to analyze that, talk about that, and my personal wishes for the DLC, and just kind of dive into that. Today, as of 14:30 military time in Sweden, it's actually much earlier. It's like 10 in the morning for me. But we had a CK3 Dev Diary delay, and this is actually not the first Dev Diary delay they've done. There's actually, I mean, technically, I guess it is in a while. But if you just go back to CK3 and look at the previous Dev Diaries, they've only talked about console stuff. The last Dev Diary they did, and it wasn't even really a Dev Diary, was announcing the update or patch for the Royal Court. I think it's 1.5.11 right here. That was on March 22nd. So we've been going about 2 or 3 weeks, almost a month really, if you want to be a bit hyperbolic here in terms of our lack of a dev diary. So I really think that's indicating a few things. One, the devs are working on something big. And two, that something big is probably going to be some kind of new content pack. Now, if you did buy the CK3 content pack, that included Royal Court Northern Lords and a secret flavor pack too, which we know very little about. So they are yet to kind of develop this. It's to be announced. There is minimal information on this, so just we're kind of waiting around really. But that is kind of in the winds, and I honestly think they're going to announce it next week or something. Stellaris just announced they were doing their new DLC for Overlord, which involves vassals. You can check out my dev diaries over there. But there is something in the works. There's something brewing around here. And for $7, I don't feel like it's going to be too big of a flavor pack. The Northern Lords also costed around $7, I believe, something like that. It might have been 8 or 9. But it's going to be probably a fairly small pack. And let's talk about the results here. Also, before I actually get into that, I do want to highlight that the team did say they are gearing up for a very big announcement. This was supposed to be a really interesting and fun dev diary, but it got pushed back, so they are fine-tuning things, quote unquote. So I definitely think that is reason to believe, at least it's some kind of hint that they are gearing up for a big drop, a big release, or some information on their content pack. How long the due date is going to be for that content pack, I don't know, but I think they are going to do that. And of course, one of the devs replied with,
"This is where the fun begins."
all right, so on the community tab, I was actually wrong. 120 of you guys responded. I'm getting more and more votes in my community polls with each day. But if you want to check out my community tab, just go ahead, go to the homepage and click on community, or I think it'll show up on your feed. I don't really know how that works because I am always subscribed to my publisher account for Extraordinaire. So I usually don't see my own community posts. I just see the posts of other people I've subscribed to, which is about equal to 0 people. So it just shows me random posts. So don't feel too bad about it. Anyway, I have the Balkans coming at 25%, North Africa, and it doesn't show me the exact amount of votes, so I can't be too dramatic about it. The North Africa at 20%, Iberia at 17%, tied with East Asia, and then the Middle East here. I couldn't fit everything in. I got about 5 spots, so the polls on YouTube are kind of a bit conservative here, but we have the Balkans, and I believe by the Balkans, I probably should have clarified, but by the Balkans, I mean just anything involving the West Slavs, Byzantium, or Eastern Rome, if I want to be a bit more specific, and then the Voids, Bulgaria, all of that stuff. I don't think $7 for a DLC is going to be enough to cover that. Hell, we got Royal Court, and we really didn't even get too much there. I mean, we got a lot for $30, but they were kind of skimping in terms of the finer details. Anyway, that is a whole different topic. And then a few of you guys here commented, he wants the Baltic region. This guy really wants the Eastern Roman Empire. And then this guy wants America. I definitely agree. I think the United States should get some kind of DLC. Maybe we get a flavor, some kind of flavor in terms of an invasion. Who knows? George Washington riding on some kind of hippocampus. I don't know. Just do it, Paradox. So that should be it for today's dev diary. I should not be doing this. I should be in class right now, but I'll get back to that. Anyhow, I thought I needed to break the news to you guys. I'll probably have to process this and upload it much later than I actually recorded it anyway, like at 4. Anyhow, just thought I needed to get the news out to you guys, even though it is kind of just piecemeal, just to let you guys know there is something coming in the pipeworks. And just let me know in the comments down below, what do you want it to be? You can also vote in the community poll, and we'll just see what's popping. All right, love you guys. See ya.